Vajavane Jada Sukha Sange Abhyasai Manda Nitakama Dasa Dehailo Machanera Pratibanda Gurudev Pura Kripa Kori Gaudavana Maje Gurumedi Atsastana Vadyake Kana Pancharoge Hata Kivane Bhajivo Bala Kanya Kandiya Tomaracharane Pariyatri Suvivala Gurudev Guru Kripa Kori Gaudavana Maje Guru Medi Atkasta Agna Dila More Ratse Vasim Harinama Korogana Jaya Guru Deva Guru Deva Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Hari Hari Kave Mora Have no Dina Vimala Vaishnave Rati Upajive Vasana Oi Bekshina Kave Mora Have no Dina Antara Vahire Samavyavara Amani Manadahavo Krishna Sankirtane, Shri Krishna Smarane, Satata Majiyarabo, Kave Mora, Have no Dina. Edera Kriya Pyase Karibo Jivana Japanalagi Krishna Bhajane Anukula Jaha Tavo Anura Vajane Raja Pratikulata Tridavavite Agivo Bhajite Bhajite Samaya Sile Heyo Chadi Adibo Kave Mora Ave Nodina Bhakati Vinoda Eyasakori Vasya Gotrumavane Prabhu Kripa Lagi Vyakula Antare Sarakande Sangopane Kave Mora Kave Nodina Vimala Vaishnavirati Upajive Vasanai Bhikshina Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Vaishnava Thakur Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnava Thakur
Page 251. Sachi, bist du dabei? Sundaralala Satsiradulalom Natsatasi Hari Kirtaname Sundaralala Satsiradulalom Natsatasi Hari Kirtaname Natsatasi Hari Kirtaname Natsatasi Hari Kirtaname Sunnaralala Satsiradolalala Natsatasi Hari Kirtaname Male chandana tilaka manoharo Male chandana tilaka manoharo Alakasope kapolaname Sunnagalala satsigalula Nachattase arigetaname Siritsola darasanirale Banabula malahiya agadole Ahiranna pita padam marasobe Ahiranna pita padam marasobe Nopora unnut sunnat sarananamen Sunnagalala satsiradolala Nachattase harigetannamen Koi gavat hai Radha Krishna nama Koi gavat hai Hari Gunagana Midangatala matura rasalo Mridangatalo matura rasalo Koi gavatai tanganame Sunnagalala satsiradolala Nachattase hariketaname Nachattase hariketaname Satchidanand Jaya Gaurari Jaya Satchidanand Jaya Gaurari Jaya Satchidanand Jaya Gaurari Satchidanand Jaya Gaurari Now 249 Bhajanamana sukhakari radhe Shama shama sham radhe Bhajanamana sukhakari Shama sham radhe Bhajanamana sukhakari radhe Shama shama Sama 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 radhe Sama 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 radhe Bhajanna manna sukhakari Radhe Sama Sama Sam Momo kutta makara kitta kundala galavaitsayanti mala Charanam nupurara sala radhe Sama Sama Sam Radhe Bhajanna manna sukhakari Radhe Sama Sama Sam Sukhakari Radhe Sama Sama Sam Radhe Sam Radhe Sam Radhe Bhajanna manna sukhakari Radhe Sama Sama Sam Sunnavadana Kamala Dalalotsana Banki Chittavana Mohana Vangsi Vihari Radhe Sama Sama Sam Radhe 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 Sam Bhajanna manna sukhakari Radhe Sama Sama Sam Sama Sama Sam Vrindavan mein Denotsarave Gopi Channa Manna Hari Shri Govardhana Dhari Radhe Sama Sama Sam Govardhana Dhari Radhe Sama Sam Radhe Bhajanna manna sukhakari Radhe Sama Sama Sam Sama Sama Sam Radha Krishna Milya Bado Gora Rupa Avatari Kirtana Dharma Pachari Radhe Sama Sama Sam Radhe Sam Radhe Sam Radhe Sam 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 Radhe Sam 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 Radhe Bhajanna manna sukhakari Radhe Sama Sama Sam Tummina mere aurana koi Narma rupa avatari Saranana men boli ari radhe Sama sama sa Radhe Narayana boli ari radhe Sama sama sa Radhe Sam, Radhe Sam, Radhe Sam, Radhe Sam. 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 Radhe Sam, Radhe Sam. Radhe, Radhe, Radhe Sam. Radhe Sam, Radhe Sam. Radhe Braja Channa Manna Sukhakari Radhe Sama Sama Sam Sukhakari Radhe Sama Sama Sam I can give you one. I can give you one.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Then after Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Jayo Radhe, Jayo Krishna, Jayo Radhe, Jayo Krishna, Jayo Radhe, Jayo Krishna, Jayo Radhe, Krishna, Jayo Sachinandan, Gaurahari, Sachinandan, Gaurahari, Sachinandan, Jayo Gaurahari, Sachinandan, Tagore Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Bol Brahmanande. These three people left. Amazing. Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Sharakaya Chaksurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vanchakalpatarurvyasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Ajanulambita Bhujo Kanakavadato Sankirtane Kapitalo Kamalaya Takshu Vishvambaro Dvijabaro Yugadharma Palo Vande Rupan Samsara Dukkha Jarado Kamakrodadina Kramakare Kavali Kritasya Durvasana Nigatitasya Nirasya Yasya Chaitanya Chandra Mamadei Padavarambam Nityananda Namastubhyam Premananda Pradayine Kalo Kalmasanasaya Janavapataye Namaham Adadana Sridam Danteridam Yache Puna Punaha Shri Rupam Padam Bujaduri Sham Janma Janmani Radhe Vrindavanadishe Karunamrita Vahine Kripaya Nija Padapsha Dasyam Mayam Pradiyatam Vajamiradam Aravinda Netram Smaramiradam Madura Smitasyam Vadamiradam Karuna Baradram Tato Mamanyasti Gatir Nagapi Tavevasmi Nam Jivami Tvaya Vina Iti Vigyaya Radhe Tvam Nayamam Sharanam Tike. First of all, I would like to offer my unlimited Dandavat Pranams in the dust of the lotus feet of my spiritual masters. Nityalila Pravishnu Vishnupad Shishimad Shila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Shila Prabhupada Nityalila Pravishnu Vishnupad Shishimad Shila Gaur Govinda Goswami Maharaj Nityalila Pravishnu Vishnupad Shishimad Shila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Shila Gurudev Nityalila Pravishnu Vishnupad Shishimad Shila Bhakti Rakshak Shridhar Goswami Maharaj. All our Rupanuga Guru Bhagi Vaishnavacharyas and all Vaishnava and Vaishnavi, please accept my Dandavat Pranams, begging for your causeless mercy. So, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 16, Text 7. Nitya syartasya sambandho, nitya syartasya sambandho, Yanityo drishyate nrishu, yanityo drishyate nrishu, yavatyasya hi sambandho, yavatyasya hi sambandho, mamatvam tavadevahi. Devahi. Translation. A few living entities are born in the human species, and others are born as animals. Although both are living entities, their relationships are impermanent. An animal may remain in the custody of a human being for some time, and then the same animal may be transferred to the possession of another human being. As soon as the animal goes away, the former proprietor no longer has a sense of ownership. As long as the animal is in his possession, he certainly has an affinity for it. But as soon as the animal is sold, the affinity is lost. Purport. Aside from the fact that the soul transmigrates from one body to another, even in this life, the relationships between living entities are impermanent, as exemplified in this verse. The son of Chitraketu was named Arshashok, or jubilation and lamentation. The living entity is certainly eternal, but because he is covered by a temporary dress, the body, his eternity is not observed. Dehinosmin yata dehe komaram yuvanam jara. The embodied soul continually passes in this body from boyhood to youth to old age. Thus the bodily dress is impermanent. The living entity, however, is permanent. As an animal is transferred from one owner to another, the living entity who was the son of Chitraketu lived as his son for some time, but as soon as he was transferred to another body, the affectionate relationship was broken. As stated in the example given in the previous verse, when one has a commodity in his hands, he considers it his, but as soon as it is transferred, it becomes someone else's commodity. Then one no longer has a relationship with it. He has no affection for it, nor does he lament for it. So we see here that the verse is speaking about the impermanence of everything. Impermanence means it happened but doesn't last eternally. That means it has a beginning and end. And so that conceptions of that impermanence is have a impact in the life of the living entities, whether men or animals. It is said that a few living entities are born in the human species. So it's true that this birth in a human form is very rare. And it is also very short, but it has a springboard towards self-realization. Did I spoke about this before? Yes. Okay. So you see, this verse is very, very amazing because it really shows the condition of material existence. Material existence is not based on love. It's based on taking advantage of situation. Sambandha? Huh? Yeah, it's a business going on. As long as somebody likes anybody else, and it is reciprocal, then they stay together, whether animal or human beings. But then when the reciprocation doesn't appear anymore or disappear, and then the relationships becomes broken. So you see how in a sense, as this world made of those relationships, animals and human beings, is stupid. It's not based on any affection and love. The affection is there, but when the animal is given to another person, then everything is over, finished. That means there was affection, but was not real affection. So that affection, you can understand that it gives pleasure to the person who has in his custody some animals which he likes, and he takes advantage of that animal. But then when the animal goes to another person, since the pleasure to be with to have the animal is not there anymore, then there is no more connection, and the affection does disappear. It's the same thing for human beings. You see, so many beings, they get together for some reason. But when something happens in due course of time, there's something which happens that breaks that affection, then there is separation, and that separation is over. That means the pleasure which was there before disappear, and then it also become forgotten. So it is like very, if you really look at it, it is very, very, give me a word. I said already stupid, but there is much better words to qualify this society. Is just there's a lot of absence of real feelings, Everything is not permanent. But as in the contrary, in the spiritual world, if an animal is with somebody, it will remain with that person eternally. Because that relationship was meant to be eternal. Sometimes some pastimes looks like there is different type of understanding of that relationship. One time, Radharani was looking for her parrots, and the parrot disappeared. And Radharani was saying, "Where is my parrot? Where is my parrot?" And so she asked Lalita to find it. And Lalita, she went to Yashoda Maya garden, and she saw that Krishna was there, and that parrot was perched on Krishna's hand. And Krishna was giving him seeds, what type? Pomegranate seeds, which are very good for health. What? Pomegranate? No, yeah, pomegranate, not cranberry. Pomegranate. Granada. Ah, okay, Granada. Grenade. We have this French name, Grenade. Pomegranate, Grenade. So he was giving these pomegranates to the seeds to the parrot, and the parrot will really enjoy that feast. And Lalita, she came to see that the parrot was in the hand of Krishna, and she told Krishna, "Please give this parrot back, it belongs to Radharani." And Krishna wouldn't do anything. She asked again, and Krishna said, "If he wants to go, he can go. I will not give him any instruction." But the parrot was having this pomegranate, so he didn't want to move away. So Lalita, she started to threaten Krishna. She said, "I will go to Yashoda, and I will complain about you, that you have stolen that parrot." And then she went to Yashoda, and Yashoda came out. And then what happened? She twisted the ear of Krishna. She said, "What kind of son are you? You're always playing with monkeys and other things. Huh? Are you an animal? Give this parrot back." Huh? And then he had to give against his will. What is the purport? Is that when you come to Krishna, just like that parrot, when you come and reach Krishna's relationship, then you cannot go away. You have to stay with Krishna. So be careful. You have come to Krishna. Yeah? Very soon you will get pomegranate. And then, huh? This is the beautiful things about the spiritual world, that the relationships is with someone is built in such a way that it satisfies both parties. It satisfies both parties. And whether the body or the quality or the talent or the way that they look, all these things works to attract the friend, to attract the lover, we could say. And there is nothing which can beat, which can get more power than this attraction. So that attraction is there eternally. You can compare it to one magnet and one piece of magnet, iron. It goes like this, eh? So then when the iron is stuck in the magnet, how can it go away? No possible. They have no power and no desire to leave the association. Because the relationship is not temporary or impermanent. They don't know about those things, impermanence. It is not there in their conception. Because it doesn't exist, so it doesn't affect them in a way or another. They never think, I will leave Krishna, I will leave Radha, I will leave my friends. They never think like this. Yashoda never think, I will leave Nanda Maharaj. It will be like a very amazing things to hear that Yashoda wants to leave Nanda Maharaj. It will be impossible. And if you read this, you will cry. And you say, no possible, no possible. Haribol. So we have to see the eternity of the relationship. And it is there even now. But we are not aware of that relationship, eternal relationship that we have. Because our heart is making a wall that covers that relationship. And we cannot go through. We have to break the wall, like they did in Berlin. They broke a wall in Berlin a long time ago. And then they could see each other. So it's not thinkable that the relationship may broke. Even if they do that, if they speak about it, Because Radharani, many times she tells Krishna, I don't want to see you anymore. Huh? But there is something so strong in that relationship that although she may say to Krishna, I don't want to see you anymore, still she cannot stop thinking about him. She cannot stop thinking. She has to think and think. She may think also about him negatively, but her heart is positively inclined towards Krishna. So those negative thoughts cannot beat the favorable aspect of her life, a love for Krishna. Cannot destroy. So therefore, although Radharani may tell Krishna, go and never come back. Why they can say like that? Because they know Krishna will come back. And why he will come back? Gurudev said, why he will come back? Because the gopis, Radharani, are fully surrendered to him. They are fully surrendered to him. He knows it. So he doesn't care about what they say. And then he will come back. And they will fight against, but he will know that that fight is a loving fight. And although they try to push him away, he understands that they are trying to attract him to them. So you have to learn this language. There's a language in the spiritual world. Before you go there, you have to learn how to speak like them. They say, Krishna, don't come. And if he comes, they will say, no, no. And Krishna understand, come? Yes, yes. So no there means yes. And yes means yes also. So you cannot ever escape. Whatever you want to do, you will be always attracted to Krishna. So that's why we want to go there, and we want to live these relationships of this world, But the problem is very difficult because we don't have anybody to understand, makes us understand the impermanence and the temporary relationship that we have with this world. We don't know anything because since the very beginning of our life, my mother tells you, my baby, and the baby going, and the father says, and then the relationship becomes so strong, The babil. You know babil? No, that's a French word. When the baby said, Papi, Mommy, the babil, and the father goes, crazy, and the mother, oh, my baby, And the baby grows up like this, thinking, oh, they love me, they love me. We don't see that the spiritual master is our real father. He takes the position of a father. But unless we become aware of the good things that he has done for saving us from that, ocean of misery from this world, then our relationship with him will not be so strong. Just like the baby, he doesn't understand that the mother loves him. He's too small. He grow up, mother takes care, but he is not aware of those feelings. For him it's natural. But when he grew up a little more and he becomes a little more aware of those things, feelings in relationship, then he starts to love his mother, And as he grows up, he loves his mother more and more. Many people dying, they say, oh, mama, 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 mother, mother, mother. I heard. One plane was crashing. They opened the black box and the pilot was saying, oh, mother, mother, mother. So they realized the mother had love with me, but I didn't know. But now that I am aware, more, more awake to the relationship, then I love my mother and father. And that's so strong and deep that for the rest of your life you will think about like this. My mother, my father. My mother is everything for me. Without my mother, I will not do anything. I will not be successful. There's one famous sportsman. He was engaged with a very, very beautiful fashion model. But she didn't like his mother. And then he's separate from her. You see? That's why this Maya is so thick. It's difficult to go through it and find out the way of escaping. It needs somebody who has realizations about something beyond and can explain again and again. Especially in India, the family, not so strong. One time I was walking and one boy came to me and he asked me many questions in Vrindavan. He said, I want to be like you, I want to be a devotee. I said, where are you going now? I'm going to see my parents. I say, okay, I come with you. We'll talk to your mother. You want to be a devotee? Man, it didn't last 1 minute. He jumped into his mother's, words. She was telling, oh my son, what are you doing? So, although Indian people, they have a lot of samskara, deep impressions, but they are very slow to move out of family life. But when they understand, then they go. And then it's really nice. Because they have this samskara, very deep. So only one powerful person can help us to come out by his words. Because the words is like cutting. Words has the power to cut the ties of anyone in this material world. And the family is the most powerful tie. Look at Srauti Maharaja. He told his father, please come out from the blind well of family life. There is not even one drop of water. Only suffering is there. Only suffering. So come out and go to the forest. That was in Satyayug. So now you go and take shelter of a beautiful, amazing spiritual master in Vrindavan, lotus feet of Vrindavan, in Vrindavan, and then you will be safe. Those examples are there. That Srauti Maharaja was only 5 years old. He was not attached. It's amazing. His father was attached to that boy. But when he saw the boy was against his conceptions about friends and enemy, Then he became very, very upset. He wanted to kill him. And to kill a boy of 5 years old in Satya Yuga is like something never heard about. And why he wanted to kill? Gurudev said, he wanted to kill because that boy was preaching. He preached to the sports, his children, school friends, And he explained everything. They said, oh, we have time. We are young, we want to play football. And then he destroyed that argument. Very nice. And then they all start to follow him. He said, if you have faith in what I'm saying, then you'll be completely deliberate, free from this entanglement. Have faith in my words. And they had faith and they became devotee. But when Sandai and Namarka, the teachers, found out, became very angry. So the difference between Vedic tradition and our materialistic society is very, very different. I heard my Gurudev one time explaining how that children is taken care in Vedic tradition by the family. It seems very, very strange for us Westerners, but it is very interesting that the father never shows to the baby or the young boy after 5 years. Before 5 years, the boy is a king. Everybody kissing, everybody giving anything he likes. But after 5 years, the boy comes under the control of the father. And the father takes the position of guru. He's not like father. He's a real father, like guru. Guru doesn't play around with the disciple. He doesn't play cards and he doesn't play bicycle and doesn't play, swimming in the pool and everything, The guru is very, very grave and look at the education that the son will get under his guidance and will become very strong later on. So Srila Gurudev used to say that the father doesn't take the son on his lap from 5 to 15, 10 years. He doesn't kiss him. He doesn't show affection. So what about the child? He needs affection. So who is going to give affection to the child if the father doesn't give? The mother, the auntie, and the uncle, and the friends of the family. They will all kiss the boy, but the father will not. Why? Because if the child sees that the father loves him, then when later on he wants something, some money to buy some marijuana, and then the father will say no, and the boy will make a big, big scene. I want money. And the father said, oh, my boy, please, give me money. And he has to give. Although he loves him, he cannot stop him from doing this nonsense. So the boy will take advantage of the love. So the father never show love. But on the day of his 16 years old, he becomes his friend. No more instruction. Because if he goes on instructing the boy after 15 years old, 16, then the boy becomes his enemy. Because the boy becomes a man. He cannot take, instruction. And then he will be so happy that the father has educated him in a way that now he is not attracted to stupid things, like intoxication, drinking, smoking, going to the McDonald's now, the new ones which are made in Delhi, Connaught Place. And and so in this way, he will be very, very fortunate to get an education. And he will love his father so much. may not love at the time when he gets education, but afterwards he will like the father. He will thank the father. Thank you for having get me in a very good education. But nowadays, divorce, and the lady wants to have the child, and she has no power to tell the child, don't do this, don't do that. Because she's a mother, her heart is very soft and tender. And so she cannot check up the desire to help or to please the son who is crying, you know. And so in this way, the son doesn't become a real son, putra. Put means hell, and tra means triate. Eh? But what does that mean? If he is not becoming a real putra, it will be something else. Yeah, urine. Yes, because he's coming from that place. So he becomes urine. Otherwise he becomes a real son, and he will deliver his family members from hell. Putra. But nowadays this doesn't exist anymore. Who speak about this in the Western civilization? Nobody. They don't even know that such a thing exists. And in India they think about it, but they make some different kind of arrangement that looks like it is like that, but it is not really the real, understanding. So the society now is mixed up, and we are like in a inundation. Like when there's a tsunami, you cannot escape it. And that material existence is like a tsunami. It keeps you and drowns you, and then sometimes you surface, you breathe, and sometimes you go down, and then again, and you get slapped again and again. And at the end of your life, you look like miserable. Really, if you look at the people who walks in the street, they look really miserable. First of all, they have accumulated so much sinful activities that their body cannot work anymore. They walk like, paralyzed. Their faces look so sad, and they have some types of expression in their face which shows that they are really completely, they are already poisoned. They are not attractive. But look at a spiritual person. How attractive is he, How attractive. Our Guru Dev, he was so attractive. Srauti Maharaja. He had blue eyes. He said, I am just like the Western people. Just my skin is a little blackish. One time we went to the beach, and there was sand inside the water. And we all took sand, and he told, you try to take away this brown skin, brown color, that I become completely Western. And we were massaging with the mud, from the thing. Yeah, he was so nice. He was very also humoristic. He was our real friend, actually. Real friend. He didn't behave like a guru. But as a friend, he is really empowered to help his other friends. Then we felt that strong friendship. And he was giving so good advices that everybody wanted to voluntarily follow those advices. And so something happened in a very nice way. And those who were under him grew up very nicely. Then when he disappeared, then something happened that they were missing the importance of the relationship, and then they became like separate and find out something that they could do. But we have to think that the spiritual master's platform is eternal. It may be disappearing from the sight of our vision, but it will not go away. It will stay, remain here. And the connection will be always there. You know Bhaktivinoda Thakur? No? You know Bhaktivinoda Thakur?
I don't dare to say that I know him, such a great personality, but I know how he looks like.
You know how he looks like?
No, not really.
Not?
No, I know the pictures.
What don't you know? What do you know about Bhaktivinoda Thakur?
Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he was a Kriyastra and he had a very high position in the government, and his day was so structured. He barely slept and he went to work. He had 13 kids, I think.
Eh?
13 kids, children.
13 children.
13, I think.
Eh? Yeah.
Yeah. So, and he initiated to bring Krishna consciousness to the West. He was the pioneer. He started it. So, yeah, that's...
Wow. You know so many things.
I don't.
But we know he was deeply absorbed in the pastimes of Krishna, and especially Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was recent, because he lived just a few hundred years after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So one time, he projected his own self at the time of Mahaprabhu. When Mahaprabhu came back from South India, he went to a place of a devotee which called Vachaspati Pandit in Navadvip. Vachaspati Pandit has a house in Navadvip, and Mahaprabhu was coming back from South India. He came to Navadvip before going to Jagannath Puri. He stopped there at this Vachaspati Pandit house, who was one of his follower devotees. And then Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he entered into a relationship with Mahaprabhu from 200 years after. And he told, as if he was there at the time when Mahaprabhu was at that house. And he told Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you belong to Navadvip. Don't go further away from there. Don't go to Jagannath Puri. Stop here. This is your eternal place. Don't keep this red cloth. You are a grihasta. And he prayed to him like this. And then he told him, if you do this, stay in Navadvip, we will again, reinitiate those big kirtans that we were doing in Shiva Sangam. You know that every night they were doing amazing kirtan, wild kirtans in Srivas Pandit's house, called Shiva Sangam. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who lived 250 years after, he said, I will also be there with you in those kirtan. You see? So how possible? He didn't speak just lightly. He said he was really serious. So it's possible. Because those pastimes of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are eternal. They don't disappear with time, passing time. Because they appear in eternal present. So in this way, if we don't consider the past and we sacrifice the future and we live in this present time, then there is a possibility of being in touch with that pastimes of Radha and Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which are eternally going on in eternal present, like they are going on even now. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he had that deep absorption, and he was like feeling, I am there, and I can say something. And Mahaprabhu heard it. In this way, this relationship is so nice. It never breaks, but it is always building up more and more day after day, day by day. So our sadhana is based on that, building up a relationship with Radha and Krishna day by day. And one day it will be completely successful. Just a matter of time. I will tell a little story that one time there was a sadhu who was moving in Vrindavan, and then he went to Yashoda's Maya's house and he asked her if he could stay there for the night. And she immediately hosted him and said, oh, we have prasadam, we can give you immediate. That sadhu said, I have my deity, I want to cook for them. So she provided burner and utensils, and he cooked for that deity of him. And when the preparation was finished, he offered to the deity. And what happened? Naughty Krishna came, and he took the prasadam, the bhoga, as if it was offered to him. And then that sadhu saw that boy of the house of Yashoda come and do that. He became very, very upset. He said, oh, you have spoiled all my offering. And he was screaming. Yashoda came and said, what happened, what happened? He said, your boy has completely taken all my bhoga that I had offered to my deity. And now it's completely over. So Yashoda, she apologized. She said, okay, I will take care of the child. I give you bhoga and you can cook again one more time. So she took the child away and she gave everything. And that person cooked again and offered again. And then that boy came again and took directly in the plate. And he screamed even more than before. So much so that even Nanda Maharaj not coming. And he apologized, said, okay, now I will take Krishna, I will close him into one room in the neighbor's house. He will not disturb you anymore. Please cook again, last time. And he cooked. And when he offered the food, he saw that Krishna was there and eating. And then he was about to scream, and Krishna said, why? You offer me the food, and I come and take it. Why you are complaining? And then Krishna took the form of... Krishna took the form of Krishna. Isn't it amazing? Mahaprabhu Nimai. Why? It was not Yashoda. It's a different story. Sachimata. You sure?
Yes.
Who said yes? You are two against one. It's no good.
It was a Brahmana.
Yeah, it was a Brahmana. You were there? You were there? How do you know? Don't disturb the class. The whole story is not about who was there. The story is about what happened. Huh? He took the form of Krishna. That's a new story now. Anyway, and Gurudev said that that sadhu could have get the mercy immediately, because Sachimata was always ready to give him prasad. So he could have get the mercy of Krishna directly. But he didn't. He wanted to cook, and so time came so much longer. And that is called sadhana. He did the process of cooking, that is a service to Mahaprabhu. And then in this way, it took time. But at the end, he also got the mercy, because this Krishna manifested. So Krishna could manifest it immediately by the mercy of Sachimata. This is called direct mercy. And otherwise, because he was waiting and he did this process as cooking and everything, took time, but he got the mercy at the end. So the same mercy he got, but that was separate by time. So one is the mercy, direct mercy of Bhagavan, and the other one is the mercy which comes from sadhana. The same result will come from both activities, but the second one will be separate by time. But the same thing will happen. You understand what I mean?
Like we separate by time.
Huh?
Like we separate by so long time.
Yeah, this is the point. The Gurudev used that story to say that mercy can be obtained immediately if we depend on the devotee's mercy, that it can give those blessings immediately and we can get it. Or if we do sadhana, and then that mercy will come also, because sadhana is meant to give success to the process of practice. Eh? Kripa Siddhi? Sadhan Siddhi, yeah. I personally think that sadhana is excellent, but it is not so easy though, because it's expanding on, it's taking place a long time, you know. Every day you have to be punctual, you have to do this, you have to chant a certain number of rounds, and you have to follow so many rules, strict. But it is good. But Krishna is not really concerned about the very strict aspect, which is very important. Like we say that some Vaishnavas in the past, they were following sadhana, so much so that it was like a line on a stone. They were doing every day the same process. Line on the stone, so strong. But I think if we are sincere and loyal, being from the West, not completely self-realized and acquainted to spiritual life, coming from fallen backgrounds, and having jumped into the ocean of sense gratification, then Krishna will be very merciful. And if he sees sincerity, then that mercy, which is not so easy to get, he may give. And I think if he gives the mercy, then it means that he wants you to be successful, and he will help. Whether you are qualified or not, he will make you qualified to make progress and be successful. That is the nature of mercy. And sadhana will, you also get the mercy later on. So in both cases it is good. But the mercy, immediate mercy, is the best. Because if you get it, then your connection with Krishna is very strong, immediate. And if he gives that mercy, he has something behind in his mind that he wants you to give you some help, personal. And you will feel this personal help from Krishna many times, many ways in your life. And that will make it very, very nice, very sweet. Okay, so now, go Premanande. I mean go. Go away. Premanande. Any question?
No question. Late.
For
We
now,
are very late.
no question, but thank you so much.
No question? Okay.
Question
Huh?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
They can think.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow will be another day.
Or people which are lazy, they tell you, oh, tomorrow.
Yeah. There's an expression, tomorrow God will be great. I don't know what does that mean, but anyway, this expression is there.
Discourse there every day. Is the discourse there every day? You do this every day here?
What?
The discourse?
Discussion? Yeah. Tomorrow full day. You come tomorrow? Morning and evening. Okay?
Every day we have program 7:30. We start bhajans, we sing bhajans for 1 hour. Oh, 7:30 is the program. Yes, and then we have fast, and then now we have
Shishima Sharva Siddhanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Nitya Lila Prabhishma Vishnu Pada Shishima Sharva Govinda Swami Maharaj Nitya Lila Prabhishma Vishnu Pada Shishima Sharva Bhakti Vedanta Nanda Swami Maharaj Shri Gurudev Nitya Lila Prabhishma Vishnu Pada Shishima Sharva Bhakti Vedanta Nanda Swami Maharaj Bhakti Vedanta Trivikram Goswami Maharaj ki jai Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj ki jai Nitya Lila Pravishya Vishnu Pada Shishima Shila Bhakti Rakshat Shila Goswami Maharaj ki jai Shila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj ki jai Nitya Lila Pravishya Vishnu Pada Shishima Shila Bhakti Pragyana Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai Jagatguru Shila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki jai Swapasha Parikar Shri Prabhupada ki jai Maha Bhagavad Gita Bhagavad Maharaj ki jai Shriram Goswami Sachitananda Shri Thakur Bhakti Vinod ki jai Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannath Das Bhagavad Maharaj ki jai Puja Vedanta Acharya Sarvadevi Divasam Prabhu ki jai Nishkala Sakravati Thakur ki jai Shri Narottam Shri Nivasya Mandata Prabhu Chai ki jai Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai Shri Rup Sanatan Bhataraguna Shri Jiva Bhagavata Das Raghunath Goswami Prabhu ki jai Shri Swarup Damodaro Ramananda Digor Pashavinda ki jai Shri Prabhupada Saraswati Pat ki jai Ramacharya Shri Das Thakur ki jai Vatsika Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Gadada Shri Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vinod ki jai Shri Damaya Purnama Dvidam ki jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Govardhana Das Vanatmaka Shri Brajamandar ki jai Shyama Kundala Kundamana Ganga Tulsi Bhakti Devi ki jai Vishabhanam Dinishmati Radha Thakurani ki jai Yomaya Shri Purnavasi Devi ki jai Lokishwar Mahadev ki jai Sagarishta Tadata Shri Raj Govardhan ki jai Shri Bhuvan Gaurparishwari Nam Sankirtan ki jai Rajamandar Gurumandar Kshetra Mandar ki jai Jagannath Baladev Subhara Sudarshan Ju ki jai Nishringa Bhagavan Prakti Pravashi Paramara ki jai Chari Sampradaya Charidam Shari Acharya ki jai Akramata Shri Chaitanya Mat ki jai Shri Mayapur Seva-Ashram ki jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava ki jai Samagara Bhakta ki jai Sachinanda Gurari ki jai Kyananda Mahajan ki jai Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari 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 Bol your friends or somebody? I think so.
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow?
Ramananda Live.
Oh yes, Glory Ramananda tomorrow. So we discuss about Glory Ramananda somewhere. time in the bathroom.
You have no time to sleep. And or you in the morning 2 o'clock about, in the evening 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, I have to go bathroom.
You?
1 hour more and then it's good.
You? Me too. Very well. Very, very
That was no problem, just bathroom.
You know, I put some, you know, Maratha cheese that I bought today.
Mm-hmm.